3, 2, 1. Oh, you better be ready.
Hey, I guess I better be ready. Welcome back to Longboats and Luchadors. We're joined today by my brother, Matt Tarr, 8-time nominee for the NFR Man in the Can, and 4-time alternate selectee, right? And that's over, what, like the last 11 years you've been professional?
11 years.
Yeah. We're privileged today for Matt he had a rodeo in Perry, Georgia, so we rode over there and watched him do his thing last night with the family, which was fucking miserable. The rodeo was great. The rodeo was great.
Dang, you could have hit me with that on the way home.
I didn't know where the fuck he was coming from.
The rodeo was great. Like,
Gosh,
I truly enjoy the shit out of watching you do what you do, man.
I feel like you're lying all of a sudden. We drove 3.5 hours back. That never came out.
No, the drive back was great. You and I got to catch up. We got to talk. It was the drive out that was, and I will shout out to the wives, because when we were driving back, it was you, me, Eddie, and Branson, your son, in your truck, and the wives were stuck with the rest of the demons.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
What did you think when we rolled up and you walked over and saw me and Eddie pour out of the back of the Yukon?
It was I was waiting for the circus music. And it used to come out. I was like, man, I've seen some stuff, boys, but you're pushing limits here.
So I had a question. I've been meaning to ask it, but now that you brought up like circus music and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So Man in the Can, right? Like
Right.
You're the guy in the barrel, kind of distracting the bulls and stuff.
Right.
Is rodeo clown like a derogatory term for you?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean that's for
It's
us. That's
plastered on his fucking truck, bud.
no.
Well, I didn't know.
No, and you'd be surprised how many times we get that. Like that's the history of it. For me, that's where it all started. It was all, you were a rodeo clown.
Yeah.
And back then they fought bulls and they entertained. There was no microphones. It was all pantomime. The microphone changed the game for what we do now, but no, it doesn't bother me a bit.
So like that guy that was on the actual microphone talking to you.
The announcer.
Yeah. Are you guys like friends outside of
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
I thought you were gonna be, are you guys in cahoots?
No,
Of
no,
course they fucking know what's gonna happen.
No, but there's times where you roll up to a place, and not so much anymore, but in the beginning, you've never worked with a guy, you don't know him. You don't know anything about him. You just, hey,
off the cuff.
we're going to work together in about 20 minutes. This should be cool.
Yeah.
And at this level, everybody kind of knows everybody, and you work with a lot of the same guys. And Jeff, like who was in Perry, is as professional as they get. I mean, that guy's outstanding.
Okay.
I don't like to plan things.
Mhm.
I'm too stupid to remember
Yeah,
what my plan was.
I
You know
asked
what I mean?
him right before he's getting his stuff on. I was like, "So what do you have in store for us tonight?" He goes, "I don't fucking know."
Yeah, I mean, I had 2 minutes here, 3.5 minutes here, and whatever happens, happens.
So it's a real element of like improv.
For me, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, because so if I plan, I do tell jokes and stuff like the old school guys, but if I plan it, then it's a plan. But if you're doing something, there's how many people there? There's something going on.
Right.
So if I do something with somebody next to you, then it becomes tangible. Then you're a part of it.
Yeah.
So instead of watching it, you're a part of it. So to me, it adds a little element of
Being genuine.
Genuine,
Right,
Yeah,
100%,
big
yeah.
genuine.
yeah.
And that's what makes it funnier.
I think so.
Because I mean, people can see through like the bullshit and see like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
that was so planned. Like,
And there's, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's entertainment. However you do it, whether you tell jokes, whether I'm there to make you forget about whatever's going on for 2 hours.
right.
You paid hard-earned money to come watch guys get on bulls or whatever the case may be.
Sorry,
What was
I
that?
scared you.
I was like, what?
Well, so you started talking about like this
Wait,
stuff
let's go
you
back
do.
to the Twitch. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So like, one of your gags or one of your segments that
My
you
acts?
do, yeah, one of your acts,
Yeah.
popped back into my head, and it's one that we grew up with.
Yeah, the trampoline.
Do you still do the trampoline?
I do, yeah.
Oh God,
It's,
so good.
there's
Can you tell them about it? I mean, like,
What I
you
can
don't have
tell
to
you
go
is-
into the act.
No, I mean, what
but
I can
like,
tell
tell
you
them
is-
the history of it, because the fact that this guy has earned a spot amongst rodeo royalty, like the fact that he gets to do this gig is
so
crazy awesome.
We grew up with watching a rodeo clown named Butch Limcooler. He had an act that involved a trampoline. And for the first 15 years of my life, I thought he was the only rodeo clown in America. I mean, that was the only guy that I, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if there's a rodeo
He was
clown,
the
it was
guy.
Butch.
Yeah.
And he's, in my eyes, he's still that guy. I had the opportunity, a friend of mine helped me get in touch with Butch. I don't know, gosh, it was quite a few years ago. And I got to ask him if I could do his act. And I cannot do what Butch did. The guy was a freak, like an athletic freak.
Yeah. Like actual gymnastic.
yeah,
like
the
he
guys-
was athletic. This
Guys,
guy.
yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Well, like, and actually trying it now, I realize even more
Right.
how good he was.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to make some of it my own, and I suck. Like, I'll be right honest. But
So what was it like meeting him? Because like I know a lot of people.
I've met him when I was like 6. I mean, I got a picture in my
Really?
house,
Yeah.
of me and him sitting on a 4-wheeler with Butch at the parade.
Yeah, he
was the
used to be
barrel
the
man
barrel
there.
man
Yeah.
for the big NFR rodeo or the big PRCA rodeo in Cody.
Okay.
Around the 4th of July, Cody, Wyoming has this big PRCA rodeo,
Right.
and he was always the guy.
Yeah.
like
He
he
was there
said, like
forever.
when we were younger, he was the only barrel man that they had, right? So we grew up watching Butch Cooler, and it was
And
a
he
couple
did that-
years ago. He told me that he had a new act and he got the trampoline out, and I was like, no fucking way.
That's
You're
awesome.
doing Butch's fucking gig. Like,
That's
that
cool.
is amazing.
Looking back, it was a terrible idea. I mean, I've knocked myself out. I tore my MCL. I've broken my ankle. It's not my thing, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's been fun. It's been nominated to PRCA for top 5 comedy act 4 times now.
Wow.
With me doing it. So
Okay.
For
That's
me,
awesome. Yeah.
for me that was pretty cool. Just knowing that Butch gave me permission, and then we were able to actually do something, and people thought enough of it to nominate it for that.
Well, it makes it that much better that he was cool about it. Because
Yeah,
I've
for
heard
sure.
I've heard stories where people meet their idols.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
See, and
douchebags.
that's where I've been lucky in rodeo. Like, we grew up with Donnie Sparks.
Yeah.
Donnie Sparks was a bullfighter, and I got to hang out
That's
with
the
him.
guy that I used to love watching, man.
Yeah,
Donnie was the reason I wanted to be a bullfighter.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him a couple years ago in Hill City, and he texts me. We text back and forth now. I mean, just the coolest guys. They're just guys,
Yeah.
man. They're rodeo's cool that way. So all the big guys, all the all stars for the most part, they're tangible. They're just guys. You can go up, meet them, talk to them. They're not gonna big nose you. Rodeo's cool that way.
yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
think
cool.
there's a certain level of humility that goes with rodeo, though. Like, because of how much you have to work to get to those levels, right? And what all the stuff you have to put in.
Right.
Everyone notices, like, all right, this isn't something that anyone's just given. Like, no matter if you were born into a family, like, you still got to bust your ass to get to where you
got to show up. It don't matter.
Yeah.
The bulls don't care. Horses don't care. I mean, and there's so many elements that go into it. It don't matter.
It's cool like that they are like that because like you guys were saying, like they've gone through that, so they're like, oh, they could very easily be, oh, I paid my dues, like screw you,
100%.
you're just starting out. But like to hear that the people who were, the guys that you guys looked up to growing
Right.
up, like they were just very cool and
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean
that's cool.
They're great guys. It's weird for me to even like look at my phone and be like, oh man, Donnie just texted me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I shouldn't call him Donnie. I'm like, hey, hello, Mr. Sparks. Would you like water? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool to have that.
So those other 2 guys that were in the red, were those bullfighters?
Bullfighters,
Okay.
yeah. So they're more in the action. They're protecting the guys. The barrel is basically, I'm playing linebacker in a can, right? So
Okay.
I watch and read the situations, and I'm there for mainly the bullfighters if they get in a pickle. If a bull rider comes off, you saw a couple last night go to the middle of the arena.
Yeah.
That's when I would go put it in front of them, and let them get behind it. But I'm there for the bullfighters.
I had to point something out when I was recording, right, and then and Chance looks over and he comes, like he made it a point to come over to me and goes, "Hey, Matt's got the rope. Dude's sick with the rope," right? I said, "Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on it." And then like the bull comes and you just like throw the whole rope at the bull.
He came in a little hot.
Oh,
he came in a little hot.
So I'll tell you, he's done this before. He'll stand there with his rope and he'll fucking get it around the bull,
Yeah.
right? And then he'll run and then like Superman and like he puts his body on the line just for the entertainment. Not even talking about the bulls.
No,
like,
it's pure
he'll
survival.
Superman fly.
It's pure survival. Like it looks like on paper it's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, he's coming by. He's 1,500 pounds. Let's throw one on him.
Yeah.
Then you got to remember you're attached to the other end. We are going to go for a ride. So
We're gonna get into the boat.
I was gonna
but
say this is the longest we've ever gone without. Actually,
we're gonna get into the boat.
Put a
but
pin
I'm
in
putting
that.
a pin into a.
Nope,
Here,
we're
put a
gonna-
pin in it.
keep practicing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a pin in this because you had a question about this very topic, like early on when we talked about
Yeah.
getting Matt on the podcast, and I said you'd have to fucking ask him that question before he gets to answer that
We're gonna
get into the boat, right? Okay. So you brought the bottle of the episode.
Yeah, I figured, Eddie being from Texas, just bring him a little taste of home,
First of all, I heard that wasn't the case. I heard something about having a hoity-toity palate. That's what I heard.
No. See, don't let him do that. Don't let him do that. Look at him. You got your can of gas and your matches? Yeah. I told him they didn't have any bourbon, so I just got the whiskey.
All right.
I was trying to look out for you, man.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
And then Professor Dipshit over here, yeah. He doesn't in the 40 years I've been alive. Here he comes, honking the horn, blowing the train over a dude.
I would never
throw you right on the tracks, man.
So TX whiskey, I think this is like one of those solid choices. Like if you just want a nice sipper, dude.
I've never had this one.
No? Mm-mm. I've had TX bourbon. That's I haven't had the whiskey.
Oh, so now it's okay? What? I told them they didn't have bourbon, and now it's okay.
Okay.
Jesus, he's trying to send you to the grave.
No. Oh, yeah, that is a little bit more than what I thought.
Better turn that on. Vibrate.
That's going to be a real
tension on the set. Silence your phones.
It's like watching monkeys use tools for the first time.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Because you're not like a huge drinker.
No, not at all.
No, we're gonna kind of play it by ear, right, Matt?
We're accommodating.
Yeah, we're accommodating, right? We're bad influences. We're terrible people. But we're gonna chug beer, and if we get to the 2 beers till take off, and you're not feeling it, then Matt's gonna sit that out, and he's just gonna sip with us after we get done, cover the topics. But all right, so TX whiskey.
Yeah. You sniffed the wrong thing.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to sniff the mic?
Yeah. It's been on multiple occasions.
We do this all
the time.
We're
like sniffing.
Yeah, we get confused, right? Like we'll be sniffing, and then be like, oh yeah, talk.
I was gonna ask how the oxygen was on a submarine, but I'm thinking I'm figuring that out all on my own. You know what I mean? Like, we're seeing 20-some years of this go down right in front of us.
Permanent damage. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Thanks for being on here.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, that's good. No, you don't have to thank us. I told you earlier, we're riding the coattails of your success.
Shouldn't. It's not a very long coat.
No, I think we're all like very successful, right? Like you have large sponsors, like Coors is one of your sponsors, right? You got a truck sponsor, like you have a truck out there, it's F-350 with your face plastered all over it, right? And we shoot a podcast at Eddie's garage, so we're pretty much the
same. One day you'll get on our level.
You know, I'm going to work, boys. I'm going to work.
Okay, so going back to that question.
He asked me a while back, we were talking about you and what you do, and I told him that you started fighting, and then he asked, like, oh, so you have to, like, kind of work your way up. And I was like, I have no way to fucking answer that question.
For sure. I mean, there's levels, so you start out, and you're not, I mean, it's what you put into it, right? And there's some guys that are just freaks. I mean, there's a bunch of them going right now that they were just made to do this.
Yeah.
They were made to fight bulls. The stuff they do and the way they see things. Mm-hmm. I couldn't teach you. They couldn't teach me how to see what they see.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a God-given talent. But I mean, there's high school rodeos, amateur rodeos.
Yeah.
To get your pro card, there's a process.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have some signatures from NFR guys. And I don't remember, for bullfighters, I don't remember what it was, but you have to have some signatures from NFR guys who've worked the National Finals Rodeo that say, hey, yeah, this guy deserves a shot. And then you get your permit. So then you work 5 pro rodeos on your permit, and they send out surveys to everybody you worked with. Then you fill those out. If you pass all those reviews, then you are then a card-carrying member of the PRCA. So there's levels.
I don't know if I'm going to cut you off here and ask a question that you were about to ask, but do you have to start as a bullfighter before you can move into being a barrelman?
No, not at all. That was
your path.
It kind of just, I was fighting bulls, and the guy, Maury Tate, that puts on the night rodeo, was like, hey, man, we don't have a clown. You want to try it? You talked about it. I said, yeah, I'll try it. For sure. And the first couple times I clowned rodeo, I wore a microphone fighting bulls. And if you, So I'd fight bulls and I'd flip. I've got picked. Yeah. But I wasn't worried. I was more worried about breaking the equipment. One of those things is $600. When you're that young, I'm like, $600.
Yeah.
Golly, you have to get out a mortgage to get that thing, you know.
But you were talking about like the guys that won like a couple weeks ago, and they were winning some pretty big money.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars at some of these things. Like the American, they give away $1 million. You know, the Western industry is it's on the rise.
Yeah,
and it's cool to see. I mean, you see Yellowstone and you see all these shows,
right? And
it opens up avenues for people to look into what we do and how we live, and it's cool to see. I mean, go to a bull riding and see guys that you wouldn't normally see. You get new fans, right?
Yeah.
So it's been cool to watch. It's fun to be a part of the Western industry right now.
So have you ever rode?
Not very much.
No. But you have?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Stupid.
Both of you have rode? Because you were telling me that
I didn't.
You didn't?
I told you I rode steers. I never rode bulls.
Okay.
Yeah, we rode a lot of calves at the house. But
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to do dumb shit. I mean, that's kind of where, like, what Courtney was talking about, me wanting to be like this clown duo, right? Like, we started real young. We used to team rope when I was younger until I fell off a horse and was too chicken shit to get back on.
I'll give you this though. She was hauling the mail when he come off the side of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was headed home.
Yeah.
I have to say, your sayings crack me the fuck up.
Some people cure cancer, man.
I am forever going to start saying I was fucked up like a homemade radio, right? Like that. That one was good.
The filter's just not there anymore.
Yeah. I'm sure you pick up a lot of stuff, like traveling the way that you do, meeting all the people that you meet. You probably hear a bunch of shit that most people wouldn't.
Yes and no. I mean, the group of friends that I have they're pretty wide open.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where a lot of that, I mean, some of the stuff they've done and said, it's...
Oh, that's a perfect segue.
What?
So
now, hold on. Now, what? Hold on.
We told you about toothpaste. If I get into something that you can't cover, you give me the toothpaste signal, and we'll fucking bail out.
I don't know where you're going here, so...
So you told me a story, and I want him to hear this. I wanted him to hear this.
Okay.
The boner water.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We decided that we were going to get a hold of some Viagra and mess with the guy we worked for.
Okay.
Every night he got a Diet Pepsi, and we were just going to throw one in and see if it worked. Well, you got to test it first. So we drew straws.
True scientific method,
yeah,
you know?
We drew straws. Turns out, I mean, we stared at this dude like a lab rat for 7 hours waiting for something to happen. Apparently, when your heart rate goes up, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was going to get on a bronc and... Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but we put some in a bottle of water and forgot about it. And
oh, no.
My buddy left, and he was headed somewhere else, and we got a phone call.
Can you say his name?
It was Rump. Yeah, it was Rump. So, we got a phone call, I don't know, 7-8 hours later, just telling us that the water worked. Like, bro, you didn't drink it, did you? Again, I wasn't there, but allegedly, he had picked up a hitchhiker in Chugwater, Wyoming, because he picked up hitchhikers. It was one of his deals.
Was the town actually called Chugwater?
Yeah, Chugwater. It's
God,
a
that's fitting.
little bitty town. Yeah.
God, that's fitting.
He picked him up there, and he said, I left him at Cheyenne at the Flying J with a Rager, man. I'm like, now, allegedly, I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
It is shit like that 100% proves to me that God has a sense of humor.
Oh, it was... we shouldn't... I don't even remember how we got our hands on that much of it, but we were loaded for bear.
It's stories like that, stories like the shit that we grew up with, like all the stuff that Dad used to tell us, like... That's why I felt so comfortable on submarines.
Yeah.
You know, like, because we are the same type of people.
Yeah.
We're just in different avenues.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's fun.
It's a wonder we survived, really.
But it really is. Like,
I mean, I love him to death. He has got and he's the best storyteller in the world.
Yeah.
He tried to fight the sheriff at the Gurma gunfights. Not knowing it was the sheriff's deputy. Yeah. He told that on his podcast. So they have a gunfight at the Irma.
Yeah, the Irma is
It's a hotel.
It's a saloon
Yeah.
hotel named after Buffalo Bill Cody's daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the middle of Cody,
They
Wyoming.
have a tourist gunfight every night.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
like for the rodeo, we'd have to go down and talk at the gunfights. So we went down there one night. It was me, Rump, and another guy named Jeff Rector. And there's a gunfighter, and there's an old Indian symbol. We didn't know this.
Okay.
We found out. There's an old Indian symbol that really resembles a swastika.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah.
We're not down with that.
Yeah.
Don't like it. And old JR had enough. And he may or may not have had 28 Keystones. And and he's like, I've had it. And he walked up nice. And he's like, my best friend is black. I don't appreciate that. And this guy probably could have come at it better. But basically told Rump to pound sand. And old Big Bear said, not today. And I see it. And I've never, like, I didn't play a lot of football. I've never,
Yeah.
you know. And I came from your refrigerator, and I spider monkeyed JR because he was about to clean this guy. And I hit him as hard as I could. And I wrapped him up, and I'm like, we have got to go. So we get loaded up and get done with the rodeo, and there's cops waiting on us in the back. Apparently, that was a sheriff's deputy, and he didn't take very kindly to how we talked to him. And I say we loosely because I didn't do any talking. But, just you got to meet that guy.
Yeah.
But-
One of a kind.
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
It seems like the rodeo world is like something you're either obviously made for or not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get to a certain point and you find out who's committed.
Yeah.
Some of the best and worst advice came from Rump. He told me when I started, he said, go all in. And I was too dumb to know any different. But it's kind of one of those, you've got to go all in if you want to try and make a living at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no different than you guys. I mean, you guys,
Sure.
what you guys do keeps you guys, I mean, there's a kindred spirit or a bond right there that nobody understands what you guys do. You have something that it doesn't need explained. They live the same lifestyle and they've been through the same things. And our kids are the same way. They just gravitate to each other.
Yeah.
So it's cool to be around.
Trauma bonding.
That's actually what I was saying. Like, we bond so close because of all the shit that we have to go through, and
Right.
like I've said it before. I think hard times and difficult ventures is what brings people closer together.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
And like for you guys, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
we do in the military, what you guys do for rodeo, it's a lifestyle.
Right.
And you got to be rugged in order to take care of it.
Yeah.
So-
Especially with some of the stories you were telling us like last night.
There was a young guy that, I mean, not even a month ago, one of the bullfighters that was there last night was fighting bulls when it happened. And he got bucked off, and that bull stepped down and stepped on him, and he died.
That's
I mean,
insane.
at the end of the day, it's not a game. They play for keeps.
Yeah.
You know? And it's freak accidents like that because every one of us has seen something that should have. I mean, there's no way it shouldn't have killed somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they walk away, and then a freak accident happens like that. And it sucks that it comes at, the reminder comes at the cost of a 24-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're doing something that they love to do, and we all know that the reality is there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you kind of push it in the back, and when it's brought to the forefront, just like, all right,
Yeah,
call
when it
your
actually
buddies,
happens.
you know,
Yeah.
tell them you love them.
Yep. When we showed up, right? Like 4 out of 5 people in my family had never been to a rodeo
Yeah.
before last night.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, we had to have that conversation with the kids. Like, all right, you're
Yeah,
not in
yeah.
a petting zoo.
That's what I was getting
Stick
at.
your
Yeah.
hand through that fence, because
Yeah.
if you do, that giant 2,000-pound mammoth right there is probably gonna take it the fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like steak after that.
And they're incredible animals. If you're ever around them,
Yeah.
spend time with them.
Oh, yeah.
You kick them out to feed them, you can walk through them all day long.
Yeah.
And there's a
Yeah.
certain few, like, you know.
Sure.
Just born mean.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, for sure. And they don't play. Yeah, exactly.
I had to ask him, like, how do they give him some sort of like chemical or something to get him
No.
to
Oh,
buck?
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I didn't realize.
I,
but-
So I didn't know you didn't grow up with rodeo.
So,
like you
like I
grew up
said,
in
like,
Texas,
yeah.
and I know you've gone to rodeos, but I didn't know like. I guess I take it for granted, like how much we were involved with
Yeah.
everything when we were growing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he asked me
I
probably
thought-
after the first or second bull came out last night. He's like, "How? Like, do they rile him up before they let him out?" And I was like, "No, man. They got 2 straps. They got one right at their flank, and then that top one goes right around their chest.
So it's no different like if you're driving with him and somebody cuts him off and he gets all pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just, I had to.
You're giving him a lot of credit that it takes that much.
But when his heart rate goes up, he gets a little mean.
Yeah.
And that's, none of them things want to hurt you.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
When did this go?
It's either,
did you
somebody,
hear that whiskey train coming there, buddy?
it's either somebody cuts him off or he drinks from the wrong water bottle and elevates his.
And there's some of those bulls you can. I got pictures on my phone. We were in Prescott, and there's a bull. They called him Spider-Man, I think. And he's just laying on the ground. And I went into the office just for a split second, and Memphis was outside when I came out. She's rubbing on him. He's up against the fence, and I've got pictures of him. We just crawled in the pen. He's laying there, and she's scratching on him. I mean, there's bulls like that.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, and then that night they bucked him. The flank strap is what we call it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes them kick out, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make them buck.
Yeah.
But when they kick out, it's a release. They feel like they can kick it off.
Gotcha.
So they're going to buck irregardless of what's on them. But that just gives them that kick out, which makes them a little harder.
Right.
Basically.
I'm about to show
You're about to shit?
I'm about to show how
I was
like,
like, Jesus
how
Christ.
long it's been, or like how unfamiliar I am with a rodeo, right?
Okay.
But like the thing I can relate it to the most is when you put like shoes on a dog.
Yeah.
And they're trying to
Right.
Right. Yep.
Yes, you. You can't hear me?
You haven't. No. Can you hear us now? Thank God.
So
Rough
glad.
crap. Man, you're hard on people.
He's an ass.
I know. Thought he
He
grew
is.
out of it. Apparently he grew into it.
No, it never grew at all.
Never grew at all.
It grows.
That's
okay?
what she said.
It grows.
Wait, what did you say?
Office reference there.
So
Yes.
you've seen The Office.
My
Thanks.
wife is
My wife.
Dick.
My wife.
great success. High five. La la la. You will never get this.
All aboard
I
the
do
vocal
that for my
screen
buddy
train.
because there's a guy back home that he's an idiot, but he does that all the time, and it makes me laugh.
That's me.
You cannot say the words "my wife"
My wife.
without getting that from him.
As long as he don't come in the Speedo, I don't give a dang what he says.
I make no promises.
Well,
We still gotta have dinner. I don't know. You haven't seen my grilling outfit.
No.
It's just a thong.
Yeah, I'm trying to quit. I'm good.
Thongs or dinner?
Both, apparently.
Oh,
That was good. Actually, I took that last sip. I'm gonna piss you off for a second.
Okay.
It tasted very much like pecans. Like
Yeah, it does.
yeah,
It's got a nuttiness.
yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
I grew up on a pecan farm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. My grandpa on my mom's side.
See, I love this about the podcast though, because I still get to learn like new things.
Yeah.
About you.
What do they call them back on? Pecans.
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 Give me some of that pecan pie.
There's nothing like a fresh off the tree
Yeah.
or like a freshly fallen.
So you don't have to
Yep.
roast pecans?
No, you eat those
Really?
things raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
City Park in Hyco, where we live, is full of them.
Really?
I personally think they taste better raw than they
Yeah.
do roasted. I mean, if you add like cinnamon sugar, then you add cinnamon sugar to anything, it tastes
Yeah,
better.
you put
Yeah.
cinnamon sugar on dog crap and it tastes good.
We're gonna try it out.
I'm not saying I've done it. I'm just saying it sounds.
The way that you were talking about your scientific methods earlier, I don't know if I want to know how you know that.
Step one: come up with a hypothesis.
It's all systems,
Yeah,
man.
fucking cinnamon sugar covered dog shit along with your boner water.
We've got. He's gonna make
We'll
it.
give you a minute. We'll give you a minute.
Can't hit me with the boner water when I'm drinking. Oh, bring a tear to your eye. Oh. I knew it was coming. That's why I tried to stop you, but I'm too dumb and I had a drink in my mouth. Boy, this is educational. Just
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've been watching this go down since it started.
Yeah.
And I can't just put it on in the truck and listen to it because I got plenty of hours behind the donut.
Right.
I gotta see it, man. I gotta watch you two idiots go at it. That's what I told him. I'm like, you've ruined me. I cannot just put it on in the truck. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, but he also said that right before he was like, yeah, that guy you're doing it with, he's a funny bastard. And I sat there for about 3 seconds. 3 seconds of silence after he said that. Like,
I didn't regret it either.
yeah.
He was waiting. Yeah.
And I thought maybe I was going to get a compliment. I didn't.
No. Comment. Just a comment.
Comment,
Yeah.
Your hair looks great. I like what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how much that went to his head, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as
Hey.
I told him, my brother, the rodeo clown Matt Tarr, was like, yeah, you're a funny bastard.
Hey, game recognizes game. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was,
That's what I like, being spontaneous and not knowing what's coming.
Yeah.
Right? So that's just my avenue. There's people that don't like that. That's just me. I don't want to know what's coming.
Yeah.
And trust me, with you two idiots together, you never know what's coming. And
hard
that's-
lefts. Hard lefts.
I mean, no blinker. We're
Yeah.
just turning.
There's our exit.
I like that. No blinker. Hard left, no blinker.
No blinker, man. Just that, and that's what I like about it.
We're
So,
taking that. We're gonna fucking coin that phrase. Hard left, no blinker. You
Yeah.
ready?
I'm out of blinker fluid.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, that's what makes it funnier, like actual genuine.
No, it is.
Like reactions.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
it is.
that's
Yeah,
what, like,
I mean,
Yeah.
and it's cool, like
Candid.
with
Candid,
all these.
yeah.
You get to be yourself.
Yeah.
you can do what This is in your garage. You can
Yeah.
do whatever you want here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's no rules.
Yeah.
This right here is a free ticket to heaven over there. You know what I'm saying? Like putting up with you two 24/7. My wife's the same way. God love her. I feel so bad for her decisions.
She called you twice on the way home last night.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was like, she sounds like such a nice woman.
She's so awesome. Yeah, she is so awesome.
She's right on par with those two
Yeah,
sitting over there.
it's been like 14 years.
She was
Yeah.
talking about like peanut butter cups.
Yeah, she
And then-
makes
yeah.
peanut butter cups.
Yeah, and you're-
Mister.
And you were like,
I'm telling you.
oh yeah, save me some. And she goes, I already put some in the fridge for you. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
she would have eaten all of mine.
Oh,
And said,
don't
"Get
kid yourself. She had some. I promise you. She just made extras. And nobody said
I
they're
know-
going to be there when I get there. Because
I
my
know
buddies,
that you would have saved
My-
him some Reese's.
my house is like the YMCA. Like people are coming all
Yeah.
the time, and I love it. But who knows who's going to show up
I
and
just
take them?
shot myself
Yeah.
in the foot.
Yeah, that you it's coming.
Yeah.
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 Good thing she's holding that AC because that fire is burning, Jack.
Well, it was a really good run. I appreciate your time or my time on longboats and luchadors. From this point forward, it's
Now
just
it'll
longboats.
just be longboats. Worst podcast ever.
Get it
I
done.
want to ask y'all a question.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, because you're both on the sub, right?
Yeah.
You're
Used to
retired.
could. Used to
you're
could,
you're
yeah.
retired quitter. No
Yeah.
worries.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, you were asking me questions about how I make a living and the things I do. I want to know your guys' side of it. So you guys go underway for how long? What's that like?
I mean,
Not
like,
knowing that, like you don't like. I know that tomorrow I'm going home, right?
Right. I think the only thing that's for certain is Murphy's Law, right? So, like, when we go underway, all the shit that's been not happening while we've been home
Happens.
is going to happen
For
when
sure.
we're gone, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
like, our house flooded twice when I was underway, and she had
Really?
to take care of it.
Yeah.
You know, kids get sick.
Yeah.
They get staples in their heads.
Not all kids.
Not all
just
kids.
ours.
Not, yeah.
Oh,
not
I
all
am-
kids.
Hey,
Just Rosie, Mateo, Lily.
Yeah.
I'm a walking bomb. I get it. Like, I get it. And what's the mental toll that takes on you guys? And I'm not like, you guys are incredible. First of all, it blows my mind that they're like, all right, we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The support system, like I was telling him
Yeah.
last night, like you guys all being so tight is really cool to me. Like you live down the road from each other.
Yeah.
It intrigues me because
It softens the blow for sure.
right.
Right, because like if she's very familiar with Chance, like and she knows what kind of guy Chance is, right? Like she knows when I go underway with him, like we're gonna take care of each other
For sure.
And then same thing with like me knowing Courtney, like okay, Courtney and
Same
Sarah
thing.
are going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That it's just that building a village kind of type deal.
Right.
You've got 21 years of experience.
Courtney,
I'm
so-
talking here.
Leading up to the retirement, like Courtney and I were talking about it, and one of the hardest things for, like, it's not just me getting out of the military, right? Like, she's been attached to me.
She served
for
just as much
18
as you
years.
did.
Yeah.
But no, she's had to do a lot because of me being in the military. But we were talking about it, and one of the things that hurt the most was like, we're really good at this. I'm a pretty good fucking chief, or I was a pretty good fucking chief, and that lady over there was amazing at taking care of everything.
You're a
that
pretty
she-
good chief because she's
because of
awesome.
her.
Yeah.
And I've told her that a million times. Like, I wouldn't be what I was without her.
Mm-hmm.
She not only allowed me to be the MDiv chief that I was, but she made an MDiv that was a family.
Right.
She embraced my idea of like, I want a family. I want MDiv to feel like we're not just a division, we're a whole piece. And she was the cornerstone of all of that.
Right.
To be a military wife is, I couldn't even
I guess,
imagine.
I mean, that was more of a question for you guys,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? But like, it intrigues me because I'm scheduled.
Yeah.
You guys don't know if, when, maybe if sometimes, you know what I mean? Like that just blows my mind. Like
I mean,
how,
you got that same if though, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe not the exact same. I think that's what makes our communities so strong,
right.
right? As a whole, and like that's why we have what we have, and that's why you have what you have with your friends, right? Like friends are, like that's not even a word. It's family.
But you notice the same, like we're very similar
Yeah.
in different ways, but the cornerstone of your guys'
Yeah.
success, your guys' everything is the same thing on our side.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to go.
110%.
We get to go play while they have to deal
Right.
with all the bullshit.
Right,
Yeah.
100%. Like the cornerstone of everything that I do is my wife.
My wife.
La la la.
La la la.
But no, I was curious about that because it's always, and I've never asked you about it. Like
Yeah.
just not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of wild to me.
no, you don't even think about it. The people you surround yourself with, like, help.
Show me your friends, I'll show you your life.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
I mean-
at the same time, it goes back to what you were talking about, or I think you asked him, right? Like, it takes a special kind of person. Military life is not made
No,
for everybody.
there's no way
Rodeo
I could do
life,
what you do. There's
Rodeo
no way.
life is not made for everyone.
I had the opportunity. I didn't sign on the dotted line like you guys did. So from everybody on the rodeo side of things, we have the utmost respect for what you get, and not just because you're my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a simple case of like the grass is always greener, right? Like you don't know
yeah.
everything about it. Like
No, for sure.
I think it always goes back to, like, the human nature, right? Like, it's the type of person. Like, a lot of people will look at things and be like, oh, I don't think I could do rodeo. I don't think I could do military, right? But, like, when you can look at the other side, and like that, I think there's a certain level of humility involved with that, right? But I honestly can say I don't think I could do what you do,
yeah.
but at the same time, I didn't think that I could do what I did.
Right.
When you're put into that situation
Absolutely.
and you, like, it's time to play, it's time to fucking do your job. We're
sure.
going underway. We're going to be gone for 180 days. Figure your fucking life out,
Yeah.
right? And like Sarah said, you compartmentalize and you do what you have to. You put yourself into a mental state to just figure it the fuck out.
I mean, then I should have asked them the question, because to me, like my wife is my best friend.
My wife.
She's my best friend.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Same.
this guy. But she's my best friend. She's my rock. She's my everything. Like
Yeah.
all I do is I drive and I spend 2 hours in the arena. She does everything else.
Yep.
I chose this lifestyle and we do it the way we do it because I want to be around my kids every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the sacrifices that your guys' families have made for you to do what you do is really cool to me.
I mean, like, just going back to the root of everything, right? About like, if I had plans to do 20 years, but she was like, "Hey, I'm getting really tired of this. I don't know if I can do this anymore."
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? We're gonna figure out a way that
It doesn't.
we're not gonna be in the military anymore.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But see, on the other side of that, I would never.
See, and that's like
That's
the selflessness of the women behind us is mind blowing.
We didn't pour enough in that glass.
yeah. We gotta get you some more. I think.
Nah.
All right, 2 beers. You
Two
ready?
beers. I'm ready.
Do you want to? All right. Well, we'll crack.
Here's what I do know: sailors are a lot more serious about their drinking. Okay.
Would you like a snake bite or would you like
Snake
a normal?
bite.
I have hair on my nuts. I would like a snake bite. Thank you.
Okay.
Excuse me. Wait. Time out. What?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nope. Hold it there. What is a snake bite?
That. So okay.
You
Okay.
said
So
hold it. I was
You
like
pointed at
literally.
me like
wow, you snake bite like a bitch.
Suck a dick. When we chug,
hey, listening. You have
when
my
we chug,
attention.
right? Can opener, right? You vent the back end, right? You can either do a normal vent or snake bite. Give me your-
Here's how us rodeo clowns do it. Okay. We're done. I'm gonna sit back and watch the professionals.
yeah, there's house rules. Don't start drinking that
I
beer.
didn't drink it.
Okay.
I
I'm just
feel
saying.
weird putting it on that.
That's
For
a
all-
good
there's
one. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
It's
there's
triumphant for sure.
There's a lot of dick on the bar.
It's awkward.
There's more dick on this bar than has been on your truck, I bet.
Doubtful.
Friends are gross. We should probably tell that story before we just hit him with that and walk away from it. You know what I mean? Like,
Leave him wanting more.
No, leave
Leave
him
him
wanting
wanting more.
I'm rolling that around and I'm like, woo, it's going to sound weird.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Two beers till take off. He loves when I do that.
I can see why.
It's aggressive.
It's very aggressive. This is the snake bite, top to bottom.
Are you just saying words now?
I am. It feels good, though. It feels right. It feels right.
This is a snake bite, top to bottom.
I can taste that. That
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
that was,
good.
we were a little too close
I
for
was
that.
saving that for you.
Cheers.
No thanks.
Cheers.
Oh, okay.
well.
Cheers. We got another one.
Okay.
That burp was well brought up. Too bad you weren't.
Weird. I'm really sorry, guys. Excuse me.
So you guys do this every time.
Yep.
Yep.
Great
Oh.
success.
So
I took a bit too much in one gulp.
I did
it,
too,
like,
and I had to pause.
It stalled right here. I went, oh no.
So we're professional. We've
Yeah.
gotten paid for this.
Yeah.
So
We get paid to do this.
I'm impressed, man.
Oh.
'cause if I do that, I'm throwing up.
Oh, well, it took some training.
Yep.
It did take some training. Like when we did our first episode, like just so,
That was the
very
baloney.
cold.
no, that
Was that the baloney bite back?
That was episode 4.
That was
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Yeah, so-
Still early days.
Still,
Still
yeah.
early days.
Boom. Top to bottom. What?
He's cheersed his, but we haven't cheersed ours.
No, we
I
haven't.
don't
yet.
want you to get
Okay.
any fucking
I
bad
appreciate
ideas.
that. I
Yeah, I
appreciate
got
that.
you.
Now he's got his booger hooks all over the top of your beer.
Yeah, probably better, you know?
I'd take my chances if I were you, man.
Cheers.
I learned right when you got out
Yeah.
of school when we were in South Carolina.
Yeah.
like, I learned that night. This ain't my world. This ain't my world.
Oh, after the rodeo?
No, we were just out hanging at your apartment, and
Oh.
about 7 dudes show up
I-
with 826 beers. I'm like, they're like, I don't know what you're gonna drink. You probably should have brought your own. I'm like,
It was
oh my
so okay.
gosh.
So it's funny you say that, right? Because like I'm numb to it now.
Yeah.
Right. Because like
The outside world isn't. It's
Yeah.
it's a spectacle, boys.
liquor stores in military towns
Right.
are making bank.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's why I want to start a
yeah,
brewery.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago they had a memorial for a guy who was who passed away from our division. What 12, 13 MDivers?
Yeah.
Every one of them brought beer. One guy brought 2 suitcases.
Yeah.
That is all.
I have
That
a
is all
whole nother
residual.
set of questions.
That is all. Everything in that
Wait.
fridge right now is residual from
Time
that
out.
night.
Time out. Why did he bring them in suitcases?
Well, no, that's what we call the 24 packs.
Oh,
Suitcases. Have you never heard that?
I'm like, this guy's rolling around with 2 duffel bags full of
that's
beer.
classy as fuck.
You are giving us way too much credit.
I don't know if
We
you know
are
this, but
not
I
that
mean
classy.
business.
I've never heard it called suitcase.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you carry them like suitcases.
I
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I think this has been the most like streamlined episode. Like we haven't hardly at all.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. It's
Wait till
coming.
wait till we get to the hat.
Oh yeah.
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 That
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You said chameleons?
or aliens.
Aliens.
Oh, aliens. Yeah.
Oh boy, the last podcast I was
me.
on, we talked about aliens.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, we did with Justin Relford. Yeah, at my kitchen table.
What about
Like-
aliens?
Like aliens? or like,
No, if they're real or fake.
And
You want my opinion?
I want your opinion.
No.
I have cousins.
No, you don't believe in lizard people.
I feel. God.
Oh, okay. So I saved this question.
Hard left.
Yeah, we're hard.
I told you it was coming.
Yeah. There it is. It might not be as prevalent because I didn't know that you weren't as sober phobic as we were.
As what?
Sober phobic.
What is that?
So
don't
we
use
don't
the
say
A word.
alcoholic.
We don't use the A word.
We don't say that. So like when I listen to music, there are certain words that artists will use that make me want a beer, even though like they call it by a different name.
So what's the word?
So okay, so I'm saying like, all right, like
No.
like Jimmy Buffett, like Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah.
Like that song makes me want a fucking cheeseburger with. I don't like Heinz 57, but like the way he makes it sound in that song.
What did?
Yes.
No,
have
no.
so many
You wait. You wait.
No.
You
No,
wait,
No,
because-
stop. I need to hear the question.
It's because it's left to the imagination. But it's like, wow, the way he's describing this cheeseburger, like, cheeseburger sounds really good right now.
I'm usually.
I
with,
don't
I'm
think-
usually with you on your hard lefts, and I'm like all about fucking jumping on the train, buddy.
So, okay.
But I will sell you right now.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
There's.
I'm gonna help Eddie out here.
Okay.
He needs it.
I do.
Yeah. Someone needs to be on his side right now.
Pina coladas. You're like, I could really use
Yeah.
that.
Garth
Those
Brooks,
are
yeah.
delicious.
That's
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Like this,
We're gonna hard left. We are hard lefting right now. Hard left,
Apparently,
no
we've
blinker.
been making left turns the whole time. It just got real sharp here.
Hard
directly.
left, no blinker. We're like
NASCAR.
I don't know how we got to what you were talking about.
No.
I
No,
really
he was
hard lefted.
asking
I
about
hard lefted.
music.
Yeah. Hard lefted about like certain words wanting you.
Yeah,
Like
I-
sounding better than just regular beer. Like.
My problem, like when you're, I don't know if you do this. When you're driving. When you're driving. And like you get home and you're like, "Fuck, I don't remember the last 15 minutes of that."
Yeah.
drive. You're talking about the music and like how it makes you want a cheeseburger.
Hold
and I
on,
was like,
hold
where
on.
the fuck did we come
Hold
from?
on.
Yeah.
Driving, and then you're like,
Yeah.
15 minutes later.
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
never been driving.
Just like you've never just autopiloted.
Like
No.
you've
Oh,
never been
hardcore.
driving and then you realize you're driving.
No. I've had a fair bit of concussion problems. And I've never just woke up like, hey, where'd them 10 minutes go? Behind the
You're not
donut?
like waking up. No, you're not waking up. behind
okay,
the
so maybe
donut.
it might be different because you're driving different ways all the time, right? Like,
Okay.
but like
Maybe.
The
it-
same road you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm with
like
you.
we're going to and from work, right?
Yeah.
Like or to and from somewhere, and you're just like, la 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 la. la.
So for
Whoa.
anybody in this area, apparently we're taking 10-minute
The-
breaks going
the-
down the highway, so
the
clear
worst
out.
is the worst is when I've got such a good question and I saved it and I saved it.
put the hat
Yeah,
down.
put the hat
Yeah.
down. Okay, and I meant to.
I love this.
I-
man.
This is gonna be a longer episode than normal.
Who cares?
Buckle up, everybody.
Who cares?
I edged myself so hard on this question. All right,
For both of us.
both y'all.
Oh, stones.
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 All right, so okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna put you
Wait.
guys. I'm gonna.
Go ahead. Proceed.
I'm
We'll
gonna.
we'll
There's so
circle
many
back to
things.
that.
I'm gonna put you guys in a scenario, right?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask you the question.
Right.
And I want you to stew on it for like 3 seconds and then answer. You get a call, like you are by yourself out on a job or something.
Okay.
And you get a call, and it's a man's voice that says, "Hey, I just kidnapped your wife. She's at this location. Meet me at this time, and you can have your wife back." So it's and it's like 2:00 in the morning when he tells you to meet him.
I want to
Why
fight you.
are you on the
Right.
job?
I want to fight you.
Let it play out.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
it play out.
Here's the question.
Okay. That was the question.
That was a scenario. He says he's gonna
Right.
set the scenario and then
the
he asks the question.
the place that you are going to do the handoff is about an hour away from your current location. On your drive to that
Okay.
handoff location, right?
Yeah.
Are you playing music?
No. No. Absolutely not.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad right now. I'm so mad. I was like, so all right, what kind of questions is he gonna ask? This. Nowhere in that fucking line of thought was, are you jamming, bro?
Yeah. Are you?
No.
There's no music going on
Nothing.
for that hour drive.
No, I can honestly say, like, it kind of depends on, like, whatever status the car was in prior to me getting into that motherfucker. Because if the radio was up, I'm not adjusting it, right? I'm getting in the car. I'm not going to hear the music, though.
But you're still playing music on the way there.
You're a dirtbag. I'm just kidding. This dude's rolling up listening to Hanson trying to act tough.
No, so let me tell you, if
Where's
You
my
know what?
wife?
Hang on.
Wait, where's what?
where's my wife? No, like,
I'm frightened for that thing because if this is the questions that are naturally coming up,
Oh yeah. You guys.
no, if I jump into the car, right, and
his butt cheeks just went yeet, and that seat's all peaked up right now. He is mad as a hornet. Like he's living it, bro.
I have to
got
give you
mad.
guys more credit
What's
because,
that?
like, when I got asked this question, I was like,
You thought about it.
devil's advocate,
yeah.
right? Like, let's say you left the radio on, both of y'all, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would be like worst case scenario song that was playing when you drove up to the fucking
Worst
handout?
case scenario?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
La Bamba. Or Deo. Open the door. Deo.
Where's my wife?
You know what I mean? That's worst case scenario.
I would have never got that, but I'm so glad you did.
La Bamba or Deo?
Okay, what?
Deo.
By Harry Belafonte.
I don't know. I'd have to spot it.
He said that.
That's it.
He said that. He said.
Yeah, 100%.
I was thinking "Happy" by Pharrell Williams. Because I'm happy.
The Bluey theme song.
Despicable Me. Yeah.
Mom. We need to get into the hat. That was my
Yeah.
fault. You can blame me.
You're the guest. Take the hat. Take the hat. Take the hat.
I'm gonna send you a new hat too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm down with it.
I got one at the house for you.
Yeah.
You never sent me a hat.
Your head's too big. Okay. I'm gonna go medium size.
God damn. Goddamn
Okay.
paragraph.
What is the funniest mistake you've ever seen someone make? Bonus. If it's someone new to the boat, school, Navy related. It says
Mistakes
Tiffany on
you've
the
ever
bottom?
seen.
Oh,
this is-
Tiffany.
Oh, so
So this is
we
actually a
get-
viewer.
Okay.
Because we drew this while
So
you're here.
I get bonus points.
I'll give you bonus points if it's rodeo related. If you can think
So
of
what do
the
you
funniest
consider a
mistake.
mistake?
Drinking boner water.
That hitchhiker's never been the same.
If you, yeah.
So when I was growing into my skin, right? Like I was experimenting, and at the time, there was a Kmart near my house.
Okay.
But
Build
I
bridges.
used to steal condoms from Kmart.
Oh, I know where this is going.
One time I bought a pack of, or I stole a pack of Magnums.
Borrowed.
Yeah, I was gonna give them back.
That's fine.
Obviously.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. A pack of Magnums?
Magnums.
Okay.
Because somebody
Because
was
at
like,
16, that's a good idea.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
no, they fit regular size, right?
Okay.
But like because they have the word Magnum on them, it's like a confidence boost.
I got you.
So we are underway, and I am telling Mason I stole this pack of Magnum condoms because they said that they fit.
Okay.
You know, it's a universal fit. It's just a confidence boost.
Okay.
And so I'm telling him, I said, yeah, like they fit regular wieners. It's just like a confidence boost. And he responds with, well, they don't fit 12-year-olds. And I go, And like this motherfucker, like he says the
That's a felony, bro.
no. So I have to set this up. He goes,
Please do.
yeah. So we're sitting in engine room level, and he goes, well, they don't fit 12-year-olds. I was the 12-year-old. I was the 12-year-old. No, I tried it. No.
Okay.
I cried. Cried
Okay.
from laughing so hard.
Since I told the sheriff's deputy story, I'm on that guy. Like, it was notorious for pranks around there. Like, we killed a rattlesnake. He's deathly afraid of snakes. So I killed one. He had an Elvis deal that he did. He'd ride a bucking horse out in an Elvis suit, and he'd jump off, and he'd start lip-syncing Elvis. So we killed a rattlesnake, and we pinned it on the inside of his Elvis suit. Yeah, this isn't even the story, but, like, this is the guy, right? Like,
Okay.
that
Damn.
son of a bitch got out of that Elvis suit without touching the sides and was chasing us around in the gravel parking lot trying to stab us all with a spur. Like, this was a mad son of a gun. He's the greatest human I know. I love him to death.
Yeah.
But so we had another round of pranks going on, and I wasn't a part of this. I just witnessed it. Again, we're with the Elvis suit and the Speedo, right?
Yeah.
They put Icy Hot on the inside of it. So he runs out of the arena and throws this Elvis suit on to do an act, not knowing. And he gets in the middle of that. He's like, oh, yeah, that's getting hot. So by the time I'm fighting bulls, by the time the bull riding shows up, he's outside his barrel, and he's standing with his legs like 5 feet apart, and sweat is just pouring down this son of a bitch. I felt so bad for him. So we go in after the rodeo, find him in his camper, and he's just got beer outside of his cooler, like 27 of them standing, like sitting outside his cooler, and he's sitting in it, assed out with 2 beers, just mad as a hornet. So that's probably, like, I've never felt worse for a guy. And it wasn't even me, right? Like, I had nothing to do with it. I was just witness to this poor man. The sweat that was running down his face. I mean, he's like, he can't even walk. I don't want to touch it. Like, it was and I'm guessing if a bull would have come, he'd have just let him hit him. Like, he was just standing outside, like, this is how it's got to go. And he had a little bumper pull toy hauler, and he was sitting in the cooler with 2 beers, just mad as hell, just sitting in the ice in his beans. That was the word. Like, I don't know if that's a mistake or not, because he didn't do it, but
Yeah.
that was pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Where I went was my first boat, actually. I went to the city of Corpus Christi, and this is when I learned that you don't fuck with someone else's rack curtain. right?
Oh.
What's
And-
So a rack is a bed. Right.
Yeah, so
And
your rack
we-
is your bed,
Okay.
and you have a curtain.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
a tour
Okay.
bus, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
You got a
so
bed.
there's a curtain that runs from the bottom of your rack to the top of your rack that allows you a little bit of
privacy
privacy
curtain.
because you live communal. I was hot racking with
hot racking is when you share a bed
Thank
with
you.
somebody else.
Thank you.
3 people share 2
I
beds.
saw the face.
My
I
guy.
saw the face.
Okay.
I was asleep in the middle rack. FT1 Thompson was asleep in the top rack. And someone came to wake up FT1 Thompson. And I was like laying in my rack, about to fall asleep. And this poor, unfortunate bastard was like, FT1, Thompson. And then I heard a slight shh. I don't remember who it was that was waking FT1 Thompson up, but I remember it being FT1 Thompson. And I heard a shh, and then a lot of noise. And FT1 Thompson was 6'4". He was 240 pounds.
He was a diesel burner.
He was a hops out, and I heard all the... And so I pull my rack curtain open ever so slightly. I peek my little nub-ass head out, and I see FT1 Thompson with this fucking 130-pound yeoman choke slam.
Fresh out of boot camp.
He has got him by the throat up against the other racks, and his feet are this far off of the deck. FT1 goes, "Don't you ever touch my fucking rack curtain." And I went,
That was a mistake.
noted.
So I think,
Don't ever touch the rack curtain.
in theory, I think you get the points because that was the only mistake that was made.
Yeah.
Everybody else was just like, they didn't know.
Yeah. All
Are you
right.
drawing
Are we ready?
everybody draws a question?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that was just one.
That was
Yeah.
one question.
Holy smokes.
Cheers. Cheers. All right, let's hear it.
You have the opportunity to live in any action or adventure movie for 1 year. Which do you choose? Are you the main hero or villain? And could you survive?
Mine's going to be way different than y'all's.
Probably.
Yeah. I got an 8-hour movie.
Which movie? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Das Boot? What do you? What is your 8-hour fucking movie?
It's action and adventure.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Lonesome
Wait.
Dove. Yeah, I was born 100 years too
You
late.
fucking country.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, talk crap. Go
Okay,
watch
okay,
it.
so you chose the movie.
Yeah.
Are you
talk
the
crap.
main hero or villain?
I'm just
Man.
hanging out with Gus McCrae.
Main hero.
I'm telling you
hero?
right now, you're gonna be the hero.
I'm hanging out with the hero. I
Yeah.
just hang out with Gus McCrae.
You're a
That's it.
Tonto.
If you have never watched Lonesome Dove, I challenge you to watch it. At least one of the 2-hour sections.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you told me it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, brother.
My wife is shaking her head right now because she can tell I'm talking about it. I love it.
Who's
My
shaking
wife.
My wife. All right. Could you survive?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's hard to say hero. Like I'm not gonna be the villain, right?
Yeah.
But I think Lord of the Rings would be pretty fucking cool, right?
I'm gonna blow your mind.
All right.
Never seen it.
Never seen
Yeah,
it.
I know. But yeah, look at my mind, sufficiently not blown. Fucking. I don't know if I would be like necessarily. I wouldn't be Frodo. I'm not gonna be the like main hero, but like Legolas or
You're trying to be the hot guy.
no,
Yeah, that backfired.
No, 'cause Gimli, Legolas, and Gimli.
Who? I can't even spell those.
If I was to take you and me into Lord of the Rings, I would say Legolas, Gimli, dwarf, fucking bearded, short ass little fucking.
Hey, remember that one thing we were trying to get out of him?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, why am I Legolas?
Say it.
You'd be Legolas because you got a good body.
I told you it happened. That was weird for everybody.
So like we talked about this before, and we
So
tried to
weird.
get
So
to get
weird.
others to comment on like what duo they think we would be good as. I think you would be great as Legolas, and I would be great as Gimli. Like
Ren
I
and
think that would be
Stimpy.
good.
Okay.
Get a
That's
lot
a
of
good
Beavis and Butthead
So that's
vibes here.
yeah,
That's a good one. Ren
That's
and
my
Stimpy.
answer. Gimli, Lord of the Rings, Legolas, and Gimli. I'm bringing you with me though.
Okay, what's yours?
So I was thinking Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
Star-Lord. You haven't seen?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Because like
Yeah.
the soundtrack.
Oh, music's back
Yeah,
into play.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
where
you.
that's where it comes into play.
I got you.
Star-Lord, like he wears like a Walkman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's
old
got like
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
my-
was abducted from Earth like in the
In the 80s?
80s
Yeah,
or
I
90s.
got you.
So
Yeah.
like that's
Marty
what he has.
McFly kind
My
of a deal.
kind of
my
idea.
first deployment on a submarine, I took a Walkman and like 80 cassettes with me. Yeah.
Can I get a snake bite?
What?
Okay, we need a snake bite.
Oh, you want a snake bite?
Why do you need a snake?
We made a bet.
We made a bet, and we both fucking
Nope.
lost.
Put-
So.
How did you?
What's the bet?
What was the bet?
What's the bet? What's the bet?
was-
I said Chance is going to pick either aliens or Predator.
Oh, 100%.
Fuck.
I
Alien or
said,
Predator.
and I said Deadpool, Wolverine, and I was like, he's gonna be Deadpool.
Wow. Good for us.
Good for us.
for us.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah, that's right. Leave them wanting more. So what do you have to do?
Swinging them us.
What's
They have a snake
They got a cheers.
what's the
They
penance?
gotta
You gotta
cheers
chug
it.
it?
Yep.
Apparently.
Top to bottom.
Are those non-alcoholic?
No.
Nope. Last question.
I can't believe now that you said that.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
upset with myself.
My son loves that stuff, and he's like,
No shit.
they're kindred. Oh yeah, you're kindred spirits.
Yes.
Oh,
100%.
no shit.
Yeah, it's
What?
frightening.
What is
Oh
it?
my
Marvel
Alien Predator.
Alien Predator.
Yeah.
Predator.
Was I on?
Yeah,
Like
no,
this
like
or
Lord of the
Gimli?
Rings just came to me first, but when you said Predator, oh my, I would be the wolf.
Instant regret.
Yeah, instant regret.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Wolf Predator.
You're so
Absolutely, I
You're
would.
so unhappy with yourself.
Were you on point? Yeah, that was second best.
Can I do it again? Can I go
No.
again?
No.
Can I? Oh, fuck.
Too late. Pick a question. I hope you get the other one that she wanted. Give me the if he gets it.
All right, last question. You've woken up in Neverland. Are you a log?
I cannot look at this question the same way. Automatically, I cannot look at this question the same fucking way.
I feel like there's a underlying story.
There may
is.
or may not be a smut book related to Neverland that we read. And with that being said,
See, that's why I don't read. It's dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, he read it, and then she read it, right? And I was like, I was against it, and I was like, I'm not gonna read a fucking smut book. No.
You did.
And
it,
then
didn't you?
then she goes into surgery because she had this procedure done. I read the whole book during her procedure. It's not a thick
it's not a
book.
big book.
It's not a big book. It's like that. It's like that big.
I'm not that good at reading. Okay. It's like-
I am sitting in the middle of a fucking hospital Starbucks,
just looking creepy. Oh my
Well,
god.
it is. There's some dirty shit.
yeah, that was.
I'm never gonna say it. Go ahead. No.
Read a question.
Yeah.
Read a
No.
question.
No. Answer the question.
Oh,
Okay.
You gotta
Well, I didn't finish it.
All right, yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
that
okay.
was in all of
So,
it.
no.
Okay.
You woken up in Neverland. Are you a lost boy or are you a pirate? Why and what is your name?
Who was the fat guy on that movie?
Which one?
On Hook.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah.
Yep,
You
I know
said Hook.
exactly
You
what
said
you're
Hook.
talking
Yeah.
your mother, Peter?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
that guy. I am 150 pounds overweight and not doing shit, but I'm gonna make you giggle. I'm that guy. Huh?
turn into a ball.
Yes. Yeah. Oh. Me and Mom used to watch that movie
You
all the
quoted
time.
it. That's such a good
Toodles.
movie.
Toodles was the guy
No,
that lost
Toodles
his
was the old guy.
marbles.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was,
yes. Thud butt.
Thud.
Thud. They called him Thud.
Called him Thud. This guy.
I could totally see that. Oh,
This guy.
I don't think you could ever weigh as much as that.
No. Yeah.
You've always been a
Yeah.
little bit more thin, but
Oh, I don't care. That guy was.
yeah, if you could put on pounds eating invisible food, I think you'd make it, bro.
That guy was my spirit animal. You know what I mean? I dig that dude.
What's funny is that like I can't quote that movie. But once you quoted like Peter, I was
Do you
like, I know
remember your
exactly
mother?
who you- yeah,
because
I know
used
exactly.
to, me and Mom used to
Yeah.
watch all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'd look at her when she was all grumpy or something. I'd be
Yeah.
like, do you remember your mother, Peter? She'd be like, shut up, get out of here. And then she's, you know what I mean?
I would be a lost
I
boy.
dig it. Yeah,
I
I'm
would be a
Thud.
lost boy. I have on a pirate hat today, but I would be a lost boy, and I think I'm gonna go with the same idea that you had with like stealing a spot, right? Donut's like not mainstream, like he's not front of the line like Rufio or anything like that,
Yeah.
but he's not.
How do you remember all these names?
Yeah.
Tism?
I want to get back to that. Go ahead.
So when
Don't say
I was
pirate, you'll
no,
ruin it.
when I heard this question, right? Like my mind went to the conversation we had last week about like being a heel
Or a babyface.
or a babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like wrestling. In wrestling, you're either a heel or a babyface,
Okay.
and the heel is like the villain,
The bad
and
guy.
the babyface is like the good guys.
All right. You're gonna be.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
a
but-
babyface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a babyface.
You think
There's
so?
no way you could be a heel. Yeah.
Bone came to grit. I'd say, fucking Lost Boy.
I got a question for you.
So
Yep.
hold on.
Okay.
Name and why. I
So
think
here-
you answered the why with the whole like babyface or heel thing. Like
Yeah.
I think traditionally speaking, the Lost Boys are the baby faces.
Yep.
okay.
Right.
So. Okay.
So, okay,
What's your
so-
name?
Sarah can probably attest to what movie it's from, and I can't tell you. I would go with the name Fluff Butt.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
So wait.
So it's okay. So it's Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Okay. Maybe
Fluff
I have seen
Butt?
it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just because it reminds me of my kids,
All right.
and so,
So you're
I,
Fluff Butt.
I'd Fluff Butt.
You're
Yeah.
Fluff Butt.
Yeah.
Thud, Fluff Butt, and Donut.
Yeah.
We are a trio to be reckoned with.
Don't mess with
however,
us.
However, alternate
Moog. Yeah.
Moog. Moog.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
Moog.
Moog.
Moog is more
Okay.
fitting.
Moog
I'll
is
take
more
it.
fitting.
Moog
Okay,
is
so
more
all right,
fitting.
so Moog would
Alright.
be my lost boy name.
All right. You said Tism.
Yeah.
Do you know the greatest show on TV right now?
No.
And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart.
No.
Love on the Spectrum.
Yes,
Have you?
my boy. That I love watching them.
Connor?
I want to be friends
Connor?
with him. Connor and Tanner, I want to be friends
I
with.
am telling you. When have you seen the whole new season?
Yes. Well, we're
I'm
working
not
through
going to
it.
ruin it then.
You have to watch this.
Honestly,
There's
like
so many things I have to
no,
watch.
you don't.
And
You
yet
don't get
you-
it. Like
The Office.
And yet you
you've never
rewatch the
seen
same
The Office.
shit.
Get out. It's not even my garage. Get out. I'm just kidding. No,
And like honestly, I get so much joy and I laugh.
I'm invested.
Yeah.
I'm invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Did
ridiculous.
you watch that? What's her name? She's from Texas.
Oh yeah,
Kelly
yeah.
Clarkson.
Yeah. Well, he met Jack Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jack Black sends him a video. He goes, "Hey, I can't wait to meet you. Like, I know, like, we spoke to you last time on the show, like, but I can't. I'm on the road for, like, the Minecraft movie and
Yeah,
all this shit.
yeah.
But I've also got this really cool superpower where I can do this." And he, like, comes running down the fucking hall and he, like, hugs him. Like,
Yeah, it
he
was
goes,
awesome.
he runs and he just, "Oh my God, Jack, and
Yeah.
it was just, like,
That-
the coolest fucking thing.
Okay.
It was pure magic.
That right there, that interaction is the only reason I want to become
Autistic.
famous.
Oh. Sorry.
No, that reaction is like the only reason I want to have any fame related to my name.
Just
because
have, like, people,
to
like,
make
yeah.
I want to make people's day
I get that. Yeah.
better. Like I watch your fans. No bullshit. Like when we're at the rodeo, I watch people walk up to you.
Well, it's a roadie. There's a lot of
Ask-
bullshit.
There's that.
I watch people walk up to you. I watch these children. Maybe it comes from like a point where we were kids, right?
Right.
Like when we got to meet Butch
Yeah, right.
and we got to meet Tawny, right? Like, but I watch these kids meet you, and they have that fucking look in their eye. I would love for us to have that, to be able to do that,
Well,
and
it's-
make people make their days happier.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. And
It's-
you get to do that.
I
and
do,
I'm
but
so thankful
but
for that.
the way I look at it is somebody took that time with me. I have a picture of it,
Yeah.
of the thousands of times, but that's the
Yeah.
one time like I have it documented.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a position now where,
You get to do that.
yeah, and I don't know what that 8-year-old goes through on a daily basis.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have a great family. They could have everything they've ever wanted
Yeah.
as an 8-year-old, but they also couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up this episode.
Yeah. I'll start with the grill.
This was
Great episode.
Honest to God,
Honestly,
like,
great
my-
episode.
the most fun I've had.
It's been fun.
The most fun I've had filming
Yeah,
an episode.
it's been fun.
I had an absolute fucking blast. I always have a blast with you.
Hey, man.
And if you guys ever have an opportunity, there's a rodeo near your town where my brother Matt Tarr
Not
is
even where I'm
performing.
at. Just go to a rodeo.
I mean, go to rodeos.
Yeah.
Rodeos are a blast anyways.
They're fun.
But if I can get a schedule from Stacy, I will put it in the link so that you guys can track where he's going to be over the next few months.
He's
But
also got a website.
he does
I
have a
do.
website.
Yeah.
And I'll link the website for Matt down in the description below. Go find a rodeo that he's going to be at. Go see him. And I promise you, this man will not disappoint you. You will leave happier than you were when you got there.
He
hope
wait till he
so.
took his pants off last night.
I did. It was hot. It was hot. Though. I could have cooked a hot pocket and things, man. It was warm.
What I gotta ask before we go. What size are those pants?
They're 52-28.
God damn.
28, that's short, dude.
Yeah. He's not going somewhere fast. He's going somewhere big.
All right. We appreciate you guys checking in for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. You might have been sober, but still,
We weren't.
it was a good episode,
was.
right? It was still a good episode. Go check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. Go like, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. All right? Bye.